hit it. Where's
Dawkins?
Where's
Dawkins?
Did you say him? Where's Dawkins?
Where's Dawkins?
Where's Dawkins?
Where's
Dawkins?
Where's
Dawkins?
Did you say him?
Where is
Professor Dawkins?
Where is
Dawkins.
Where?
Where's
Richard Dawkins.
Where's
Richard Dawkins?
There he is.
I was somewhat amused at his comment about my relentless drive for self-promotion. The fact is that I haven't sought to have this debate. This has been set up by these independent groups.
Well, some of them are. I mean, if they're debates between two intelligent and educated people, they are conducted effectively. But if they're conducted between an intelligent, educated person on the one hand and Bill O'Reilly on the other, they're probably not, no.
You guys can't tell me how it all got here. You guys don't.
We're working on it. Physicists are working.
When you get it, you guys still haven't figured out how it all began.
There's a great deal that science hasn't worked out, and we don't know how it all began.
And you said to me, we're working on it, and I said to you, when you get it, let me know. That's how we left it last time.
That was only about 2 years ago.
There's no business like show business like...
Science doesn't yet know how everything started, and as I said last time, they're working on it.
Perhaps have more intelligent people as television interviewers rather than people like Bill O'Reilly, for a start.
You don't have to turn anywhere, you just have to present it. You don't have to turn to it.
I don't want to get into a shouting match.
You present it.
Will you listen to me and stop shouting at me?
That might not be great for ratings, I suppose, but perhaps we should become less influenced by ratings.
Listen now is a man who understands that position. Richard Dawkins, the author of the mega-selling best book, The God Delusion. His book is called The Greatest Show on Earth, The Evidence for Evolution.
Well, now Mr. Dawkins has a new book partially aimed at children called The Magic of Reality.
The heartaches, the backaches, the faults, the sheriff who has got you out of town. The opening when the heart beats like a drum. The closing when the customers won't come.
Some of Professor Dawkins' contemporaries are not impressed.
Before the show has started, that your favorite uncle died at dawn. Talk about your mom and pop party, you're broken-hearted, but you go on.
Hypocrisy, said La Rochefoucauld, is the compliment that vice pays to virtue.
So I think to say he's not worth debating it isn't really tenable, and I think Dawkins really should debate Craig. And I think it's especially complacent of the likes of Dawkins and A.C. Grayling to duck out of the responsibility that they've taken on themselves to be standard bearers for secularism. So, all things considered, you have to say that, like so much of the British academic establishment, they really fail to walk the talk about, well, welcoming challenges to their opinions. And they seem more concerned with preserving their reputations as all-knowing gurus, which is disappointing, to say the least.
It is presented as an argument. Now, what it is, it's an invalid argument, but it is an argument. And anytime someone presents premises or statements that they say leads to a conclusion, it's an argument. But that doesn't mean it's a good one. It's an invalid one. It's as if I were to reason, Greek is a language. Socrates was Greek. Therefore, Socrates was a language. Now, see, that's an argument, but it's an invalid argument. It commits a fallacy of equivocation. So There are good arguments and bad arguments. This is an argument, but it's a bad one. And as I say, if Dawkins is a rational person, it would be impossible for him to say that this argument is not invalid, because none of the rules of inference will allow you to derive the conclusion from the statements. So I suspect what he would have to say is, well, I wasn't trying to be a philosopher here. This is a popular level book. I could tighten up the argument if I wanted to. And then I think we have to simply invite him to do so.
I'm very happy to be debating Dr. Craig, the one Christian apologist who seems to have put the fear of God into many of my fellow atheists.
My brothers and sisters and co-thinkers in the unbelieving community take him very seriously. Very rigorous, very scholarly, very formidable.
Does this mean he's close?
No.
Is that I care passionately about the truth. I just care what's true.
They've got nothing really to stand up for. They've got nothing, they've got no decent arguments, so they have to take offence. It's the only weapon they've got.
I don't care who you are, what community you come from, or what church you go to, or anything else. I want to talk to you, have a dialogue with you about the evidence one way or the other. We'll have a friendly conversation about it, and I'll win the argument.
I'm busy.